Welcome back to State of the State. I'm your host, Morgan C. Mullings, and I have a guest here today that we're going to do 3 questions in 3 minutes. It's Paul Nichols. He is running to be governor of New York State in 2022, and he will be likely competing in the Democratic primary. And so, Paul, I want to welcome you, and let's just get straight to it.
Thank you so much, Morgan, for having me. And again, thank you to all of your listeners and viewers.
Great. So, I've seen your campaign video. I've done a little research on you. You are campaigning as a regular New Yorker. You're from, born and raised in Jamaica, Queens. How does that factor into you becoming governor?
Well, the good thing is I know how the sausage is made. For the last almost 15 years, I've been there with Governor Pataki, Governor Spitzer, Governor Patterson, Governor Cuomo, and now Governor Hochul. And so we know the behind the scenes and how the sausage is made and how to get things done in Albany. So that really helps me. And to bring a regular person perspective to it kind of really shifts things from, the big corporate interests getting to the front of the line to regular people being able to have representation there. So moving from the 1% representing the 99% to one of the 99% coming to the forefront.
So you've had a lot of experience working with Senator James Sanders. You are pretty high up there when it comes to being legal counsel for these politicians. You've seen these issues firsthand. What is the biggest issue that is facing New York today, and how are you going to tackle it?
The basic issue is economics. Part of our plan is to introduce a concept called economic health. We focus often on physical health. We focus often on mental health, which are all important. But the economic health of our people, of our residents, is critically important and going to the roots of a lot of different issues. We saw just recently one of the comedians, Michael Rappaport, put up a video online of somebody stealing a whole bunch of items from Rite Aid. That's economics. Folks wouldn't steal if they had the tools and they had the means to be able to purchase themselves. Gun violence sometimes is a systemic root from things that are happening in the home and from shortfalls in the home. Housing is out of control in terms of affordability for rent and people buying homes. The minimum wage is not even keeping up with the economic reality of what it really takes to live here in the state of New York. And essentially, we have politicians that are playing musical chairs, running from one office to the next, and nothing is really happening on these critical issues.
I see, and especially because whoever becomes governor is going to be inheriting a very unique economic situation. So thank you for your answer on that. And the last thing I want to ask you is, you're running against Governor Hochul. She is a powerhouse. A lot of people in the media are saying that she's expected to sail through this primary. How are you going to stand up to her as a candidate?
Yeah, well, we're going to make sure that the sail is in the smooth. We're going to chop those waters up as much as we can because, the fundraising just came in and we saw that she raised over $20 million. Well, for me, that's not impressive because the $20 million came from the big corporations, the big companies, which basically says to me that somebody may be bought and paid for it. That's what we've seen over the last 2 decades of New York State politics is a pay-to-play culture, where I'm not impressed when you don't see the donations and the contributions coming from regular, ordinary, average folks. That's the message that we've been championing all around the state, where it's fundamentally bringing power back into the hands of the regular people. Because I said, don't let this suit and tie fool you. I'm as regular gets. If I get hit with a parking ticket, I'm in trouble. That throws off my whole budget for the rest of the month. But it's fundamentally important that we have someone who feels and will feel the effects of the policies that they will push in Albany. So we're going to be doing some radical things and bringing that fundamental message to the people that change has to come, and we can't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, because that's the definition of insanity, and we've got to change that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Paul Nichols. I really appreciate you coming on the show. We're wishing all the candidates the best of luck, and I hope that you return to Politics and Why for another interview as the campaign goes on.
Absolutely. If you will always have me, Morgan, I am right here at your beck and call. And to your wonderful listeners, thank you again so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning into State of the State. Tune in next time for our next gubernatorial candidate. Bye-bye.